Hi there, I'm Robert. Um, I have a little camper here. It's a Apex Coachman Apex 293 RLDS, and I have done several work items on it. And one thing I wanted to do, and that's the purpose of this video, to show you the installation of a fan in my fridge. What I'm using is a Beech lane. I'll show you here real quick. Oh, just a second. Yes, a Beech lane, and that's the smaller fan I'm going to put into my 12-volt fridge. And it looks a little bit tricky, but I think I can get it. So what we have done first, we need to wire the fan into the light, and the only way to do that, there's two connections you need to find. One would be in the upper part where your thermostat, your controller is located with the light, and the red wire here is the one holding the power. That's the hotline, and I did cut that, and I will wire splice the new fan into that cable to get it connected. And on the other side you have the power switch from the door. Whenever you close the door, it will turn off the light, but you need to make sure that you choose the right side to connect your fan, so even when you close the door, the fan stays connected. To get out this switch here, it's technically very simple. I struggled a little bit before I figured out which way it's going, but this is connected. It just pops out. You have to squeeze with a screwdriver on this side and then push it up, and it should actually pop out and should be relatively easy to get out. And then with my multimeter, I found out which way, which cable goes where, and I found out this is the power carrying one, and this one is the one going over to the light here. That's the white part here, is this one here. So whenever we have the power, if you connect it to this one plus the red one, you have the fan working. So my next step here was how to put the fan. The problem with these Furrion, well, it's a nice problem to have. They have glass shelf, not the regular grid, and so you need to get a way, or to find a way to circulate the air. And what I came up with is just using some command strips, and I have this fan which I drilled 2 holes in it and extended it a little bit, and then I got those 2 command hooks which I bent a little bit inwards, so I can just hook up the fan and it will stay there. And then I use additional command attachment or strips here to run the cable. I will add another one, and then the cable will go in here. I will drill a little hole and the cable will go in here, and then I will connect it. The black one will connect to this white cable, and the red one I have to run up here to the power light. So that will be my next step. I will drill the hole and I'll be right back. All right, quick update here. So the hole is drilled and I pushed the cable. Well, one thing I had to do was I had the company, the Beechman or Beech Lane, they are very generous with cable. So I had to cut the cable shorter, the wire, and then I had to strip it, because I only need to run the red one up here to the light, and the black one will be actually very short and it will connect to the light switch. So to get that done, you have to strip a part of it, and then that way it will it will connect easier. So that will be my next step, and then actually I should be able to close this off already, and then we'll continue. Another step, like I said, the red cable, the power has to be up, going through the outside part, a little bit of on the inside wall of the fridge, but it will go into that compartment where it connects to the power here from the light source. I drilled another little hole, and I'm using for the big hole I used a 1/8 drill, and the smaller hole I used a 5/64 to fit a proper hole. So next step will be putting everything together and trying to find a way up here. I will also drill another hole in this part here, so it will connect properly without squeezing the cable. Okay, the hole is in or done. My next thing would be I connected the black cable with the power side of the light switch, and the next thing is really just pushing it back in, and then this should just go in, as there's not, I just have to make sure it will fit in. Boom, and this looks okay. Light or the switch is okay, and then I will use some electrical table and tape it up here to the top. My next step will be connecting the wire here into the power source, and then I'm using a thermal connector, and melt it together with the power, so that way everything should be snug and tight and waterproof. Okay, so I used the heat gun here, and then we put those cables together, those wires together, and you have to heat it up. Just be careful that you don't burn the other cables, the other wires, because then you're in trouble. So I just have to let it cool off a little bit, and I think I will be able to put this back together very quickly, and that little job seems to be done. So I will come back with the final result. All right, this is the end of my installation video for a circulation fridge fan. The brand is Beech Lane. I will put the link for the fan which I bought from Amazon in the comment, so you can find it easily. This is a 12-volt fridge, Furion, and doesn't have a coil in the back, so it's a little bit different than the most videos show with the coil, and the light or the power source is different. So I came with this idea because that's the way the power goes. You might think the yellow tape is not the right one. Well, if I had a white one, I would have used the white one, but I have so many electrical tapes, so I'm okay with the yellow one. It does a good job, and that will do the thing. So here, just to show you how it works, this is the fan. It has its own on and off switch, so you can turn it on. It will circulate the air inside the fridge to keep your fridge cool. That way you don't have the problem that the fridge is cold on the back and warm on the front. So I hope this will help a little bit and to keep that going. And here is the cable. So it went in here. It goes to the light switch from the door, and the test is this. It's still running even if I close, or would technically close the door, and it would turn off normally the light if I used the wrong wire or the power supply. So it's still working, and everything is here. The power is connected to the light, and it's a good job. I think so. Maybe not the nicest cosmetic wise, but it's doing the job. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful.